So let's start with skimming. So what is skimming? Well, skimming is reading part of a text or a whole text very quickly, and this is the key part to get the general idea of what it's about. So you're not trying to understand every single little detail, you're just trying to understand the text generally, and that's what skimming can do. So when should we skim? Well, you can skim the first time you look at a text. So when you turn the page, you see a new text, you want to skim it. This will help you to build a map of the text before looking for specific details. So first you understand it generally, and then later you can start looking for some specific details in there. Also, it can be used to get a general idea for a long part of the text. So if you have one paragraph that's very, very long, you don't want to read all of it, you can just skim it to get a general idea for what is contained in that paragraph. So how do we skim? Well, first, you read the first and last paragraph of a text. Generally, in academic reading and writing, the first paragraph is like an introduction. So it will give you a kind of summary of the whole text. And the final paragraph is a conclusion. So it will, again, usually summarize the whole text. So by reading those two parts, you get a general picture of the whole text. Then you read the first sentence and last sentence of each paragraph. Again, in academic writing, most of the important information of a paragraph is contained in the first sentence. What I mean is the first sentence will introduce the main idea of that paragraph. So by reading the first sentence in each paragraph, you get an idea of what the main idea in that paragraph is, or in each paragraph is. And the last sentence as well can also help you to get a bigger picture of what's contained in each paragraph. You want to spend between 2 to 3 minutes skimming, because you don't want to spend much longer than that. As I say, for each text you just have 20 minutes. So you need as much time as you can to actually answer the questions. So 2 to 3 minutes still gives you 17 or 18 minutes to answer all of the questions for each text. So I wouldn't recommend much longer than 2 to 3 minutes. And another thing that is really important to do is ignore any vocabulary that you don't know. If you see a word and you're like, oh, I don't understand this word, forget it. Don't worry about it. Move to the next word. Move to the next sentence. It's not important that you understand every single word.